How many miles a day are you running?
About 60.
60 miles a day.
Some were less, some of them. I think my biggest day was 80 miles, and my lowest was like 35.
Tosh Show. Tosh Show. Tosh Show for show.
Hey guys, welcome to Tosh Show. With me, Mr. Edward Gossling. Eddie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Liar. Eddie wasn't here last week, as everybody knows. He was gone. We missed him. The fans were angry because anytime Dylan or John or Pete chimes in, they're like, "Oh, they don't have the comedic chops." The show really took a dive.
That's unfortunate.
And you were on a cruise, is that right?
I was on a cruise. I did a Caribbean cruise 3 days. It was pretty nice.
By yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Good for you. Sometimes you need a little me time to recharge.
And I like to get on a cruise with 2,000 people I don't know.
No, you were taking care of your mother.
Yeah.
Your father passed away. We're very sorry about that.
Thanks, man.
And your dad was I don't have a ton of military dad experience, but just always just a sweet man.
Yeah.
It was always like delightful. And to have like a goofball like you as a son who just always was talking nonsense, he really just rolled with the punches constantly.
Yeah, he was great. Me and Elerick would prank him a lot, my brother. Really fun stuff. Great guy. Colonel in the military.
Oh, that's just a lot. So you went back to Florida?
Yep, went to Florida.
Oh, was it beautiful?
Nope. It's just hot. And
it was hot.
Miserable.
You look a little sunburned. If I'm being honest with you, the first thing I said, I saw Eddie, gave him a big hug. I hate touching people.
Yep, big hug.
Hugged Eddie. And then I go, "Man, you look sunburned." He's like, "Yeah, I fucking pressure washed my mom's house."
I had the whole back lanai was just like... I mean, when it rains there, you get so I had to get through there and then some plants.
She just immediately passed on her honey-do list to you.
It really was like we would I'd do stuff during the day, and she would take out something from the freezer and thaw it out for dinner. And then we'd sit there and watch Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune, have dinner. And
you just became your father.
Became my dad.
You became your father. Oh.
I started wearing his clothes. I didn't do that, but I was like, I do feel like I'm filling a void for her right now.
Well, yeah, and your mother also a very sweet person. You know, if she's listening, let's go. Come on out to California. You know, split your time. You come to California. You head on over to Austin to hang out with your other son. You play with these grandkids.
Yeah.
We'll take care of you. You spend a day or two at my place. That's it.
There you go.
You know,
set up. We got you.
3 months at your place, 2 days at mine. We'll do it. We'll have some fun. Also, my stylist, Carrie, her father just passed away.
Yeah.
It's just awful. They say it happens in threes. Dylan doesn't know his father, I don't believe.
Right, he doesn't know. Yeah. He's a donor.
John, how old were you when your father passed?
I was 30 years old. Okay.
And you were cleared of all charges?
Yeah. They didn't know. It was pretty well orchestrated.
All right. Well, so that doesn't count because that was quite a while ago. So the third. Well, this is awful. Eddie, I owe you $5,000. Yep. Eddie and I made a gentleman's bet for $5,000 on whose father would go first.
We did not do that.
No. Let's go double or nothing on wives.
Carries over, everybody. Wives will live forever.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Not if we go on a cruise.
I got some tips.
Well, I tell you, if I can do anything for you, you know I would. And actually, I talked it over with Carly, Eddie, and we would like to adopt you.
Hey, okay. That'd be great. Let's do that. I like the idea of you adopting me.
I don't know if are you legally allowed to adopt someone that's older than you?
I'm 5 years old, so barely older.
Barely older.
Right.
I bet you could.
Okay.
Yeah.
Done.
You're my dad now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you should call me a dad right away.
I'd like to go to college.
Again?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Well, I do want you to share a room with your little brother.
Oh, my brother. Yeah, he'd be my brother now.
Well, we're glad you're back. You only missed 1 day of work, and we'll dock your pay.
Okay.
Did you have to cancel any shows? Are you
No.
going to have to cancel any shows?
No, he'll be buried at Arlington National Cemetery, so that's
That's
ways
fancy.
off. Yeah, it's a pretty fancy place.
Will they do? I mean, I'm just going to ask. Do they do the?
Yeah, full military honors.
How many rounds they fire off? 16?
21.
Oh, is it 21?
21 gun salute, or maybe it's 7 guns 3 times. But
I
I
have
think
no
it's
idea.
21 fire.
21.
Could be, because he was a bomber pilot. They've asked for like a flyover too. So
They've asked for who knows to ask for the flyover?
who knows to ask?
Yeah.
I mean, the funeral home that you do, the kind of like, because he's a colonel
Uh-huh.
and he was a pilot, you can ask for a flyover. It's
Oh, yeah,
not
but did you know
guaranteed.
to ask for this stuff?
I mean, yeah,
You did?
I did.
Oh, good for you. I mean, your parents their affairs were in order, but it's always so you just have to spring into action right away.
Right, you got to start wrapping things up.
Like, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Now, today's guest, military, kind of, Navy. I'm teasing, seaman. By the way, when you came home from your trip with your family from Florida, did you consider jogging back instead of flying?
Did not.
No, see, today's guest would have told you, hey, take that $300, just spend it on awful 7-Eleven meats, and just jog 40 to 55 miles a day, and you could get home in an easy 52 days. Enjoy.
Tosh Show.
My guest today is insane. There's no other way to put it. He ran from LA to New York City in 7 weeks to raise money and awareness for mental health issues in our military. He will be the third runner we have had on the show, but the second with legs. Please welcome ultrarunner Paul.
Sounds great to me.
Woo! Paul, I have so many questions. Let's start. Here we go. You ready? Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
Do you have proof?
No.
Oh, okay.
You just said believe.
Uh-huh. You ever have an experience?
So the ships for the Navy,
Uh-huh.
down like the some of the engine plants, weird stuff happens down there when you're by yourself.
And it's ghosts?
Like the lights will turn on and off.
Well, sure. It's a
Or-
ship.
Yeah, but
Now, before I thank you for your service, what is it that you're running from?
oof, it's deep.
No.
Boredom.
Is that what got you into it for real?
No, my buddy wanted to run the Marine Corps marathon. I was like, sure, I'll run a marathon with you.
And you never had ran a marathon?
I had run a marathon because I did an Ironman back in college, but I hadn't run in probably close to 4 or 5 years.
How many miles are you running in the Ironman?
26.2.
You're doing a full
It's a
marathon.
marathon at the end.
It's at the end?
Mhm.
What's the hardest part of the Ironman?
I guess staying awake. It was my first ever like long race, so it was just like super tiring.
How long does it take you to do the Ironman?
I want to say it was like 11 hours to do.
11. Isn't that incredible?
That's a short race now.
All right, so you were in the Navy. How long were you in the Navy? You still in the Navy?
I'm in the Navy for another 2 days, and then I'm out.
2 more
I
days.
know.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So 7 years total.
Could anything tragic theoretically happen in the next 2 days that would make you keep you in?
Oh no, it's all signed. Paperwork's done. So
Not like, we need you. So, this just happened. Aliens are off the coast of blank. We need you out there.
you throw aliens in, I will volunteer.
You'll go back.
Yeah. Well, only if it's aliens though.
What made you get into the Navy in the first place?
Needed something to do.
Mm-hmm.
My parents, well, my mom wasn't in, but my dad was Air Force for 4 years. His dad was career Army. My mom's got some Army on her grandparents, so it just seemed like something interesting to do. Looked into it and then started applying. I was like, sure.
When'd you apply? How old?
So I went through the ROTC program. That started when
Where'd
I
you go to
was
school?
Penn State.
Oh, were you there during Sandusky?
No. Right after I was safe.
That would explain the running.
Yeah. Took very few showers there.
I mean, that was quite a thing. Were you hesitant to enroll there because it was right after? Or were you like, now's the time to go?
Now's the time to go. You know, the market's down. Got to slide in there while you can.
Oh, man. Why can't they win a national championship?
You know, I've never actually been to a game, so I couldn't tell you.
You never went to a game.
No.
You've never been to a whiteout.
No. I bought season tickets and I would resell them.
Did you make money off of it?
Yeah,
Oh, so it was like just a business move?
I guess.
Were you a hustler in college?
I don't know about hustler, but, you know, I was able to buy my ramen every day.
I was going to get into the old nifty lions. I can't even say that word properly.
I don't think they're a real animal.
That's great.
I agree. All right. You joined the Navy. Where were you stationed?
First 3 years, I was in Rota, Spain, which is on the southern coast, right on the Straits of Gibraltar.
Mm-hmm.
So we have like a joint base between the Spanish and the U.S. there.
Beautiful?
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
I would go back there not in the Navy in a heartbeat.
Yeah, because you're on the ship a lot.
All the time.
That's the bad part about the Navy,
Mm-hmm.
is having to be on the ship all the time.
Yep.
Oh,
And they're not like nice yachts either.
I've never been on a cruise. I've never done a yacht. Boats, that's not my world. You were stationed there for how long were you there?
3 years.
Okay.
So 2018 to 2021.
All right. And where'd you head off after Spain?
San Diego. So I was there 2021 to 2023 sometime.
You like San Diego?
Love it. Almost moved back there.
A lot of good-looking people down there in San Diego. I enjoy it sometimes. I don't love it as much as other people do, but that's neither here nor there. You have any cool sailor tattoos?
7 or 8.
You do?
Yeah.
Where are they? I'm not asking to see them. I just want.
We can show them if you want.
Oh, I'll look at a tattoo.
You're gonna get in there though.
Whether I want to or not. By the way, is it true that sailors drink a lot?
Yes.
Do you drink a lot?
Not anymore.
Did you drink while running?
No. No.
Can you drink a lot?
I used to be able to, not anymore.
Okay. But sailors, in general, that is a...
It's a fact.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
It's not a stereotype.
No.
It's based on truth.
Mm-hmm.
Did everyone on the ships drink?
Oh yeah.
But you don't drink when you're on the ships at all.
No, they don't.
Right.
They don't have the Spanish do. So like we had a Spanish navigator who like hung out with us as like an exchange program, and he was so pissed the first day when he found out there was no beer on board. Like he was pissed.
He didn't understand
No.
our customs and rules. And we've always had that rule.
They used to, like that's where a cup of Joe came from for coffee.
Uh-huh.
They got rid of alcohol, and they said, I guess the guy's name was Joe or something. He got rid of it. He was Secretary of the Navy or Naval Operations something. And he got rid of it, and they replaced it with coffee.
Cup of Joe came from the Navy. Did you guys know that?
Did not.
Ah, that's great. We learned something today. Did you join Top Gun?
No. That's like a pilot thing, and I'm not a pilot, so.
No interest?
I wanted to do explosive ordnance disposal, EOD. Didn't work out when I applied for all the transfers, so I stayed as a surface warfare officer on the ships.
Did you watch the new Top Gun Maverick movie?
I have.
Did you enjoy it?
I did.
The opening sequence is all I like. I just like that. I just like people doing big thumbs up. Tom Cruise, what's your thoughts on him?
Don't like him.
You don't like him?
No.
Why don't you like him?
When they filmed Top Gun 2, they basically contract out the ship to go to sea.
Mm-hmm.
So they sent 5,000 sailors to sea just to film the movie. And then when they were on the ship, none of the sailors were able to use like the gym, or like they weren't even allowed to like look at him. They basically like, you can't look at him, you can't use the gym because it's for him only. So within the Navy, don't like him.
Oh, I didn't know the prima donna was like that. I think it's just funny that he keeps doing these things. Watching him run is so silly. So while you're in the Navy, did you stumble upon this desire to become an ultra runner, or was this kind of always something that you wanted to do?
I completely stumbled upon it when I was living in San Diego.
You seem I know nothing about anything for the most part, but as a runner, if I were to guess what an ultra runner looked like, you seem big, you seem bulkier
I am.
than I wanted you to be. I'm thinking Kenya.
Yes.
I'm thinking those runners.
Yes.
I'm thinking light, easy on the knees. You seem like a big old dude going through. Is that normal? Are most ultra runners heavy?
The pros do not look like me.
Ah,
The pros are stick figures that can fly up a mountain.
that's what I was thinking.
I'd say I'm upper middle of the pack. The advantage I have is that I've got strong legs, so I'm pretty good at the climbing portion. But yeah, I carry around extra weight that most people don't.
How did you decide, all right, well, I'm going to, try to break the record and run across the United States of America?
The record was kind of an afterthought. I knew I wanted to do the run. And when I first started training, I was like, there's no way I could do like 40 miles a day.
How many people have done this run?
There's no real like official tally.
Okay.
Probably somewhere less than 1,000.
And it's 3,000 miles-ish?
Within the running community, you have to do 3,000 miles. But as long as you go city to city across the coast, it counts.
Why and it's Los Angeles to New York? Why don't people Nobody does North Dakota down to Texas?
Well, that would be up and down, not across.
It doesn't.
so.
It doesn't. Well, I mean, I guess it all depends on your perspective and the time of the year, which way the planet is. No. Is there any shortcuts? Like when you're running, like you're not running on a freeway ever, are you?
It depends. No interstates, but definitely freeways.
How direct of a route are you doing?
We did it L.A., where'd we go? California, Arizona, northern New Mexico. We touched the corner of Texas. I just dipped my toe in it because I did not want to run through it.
I tell you what, I did the Texas part. You were smart to just hit the corner of it because when you're driving, if you do the 10, the long way through, it's just horrible.
Yeah,
it just never ends.
But Kansas, Indiana, Illinois, Ohio.
Kansas was boring. That's a boring run.
But they were some of the nicest people.
Well, sure, they have to be nice.
They got nothing else going for them.
Imagine being an asshole and you live there.
That was Indiana. Worst state.
Why was Indiana the worst state?
You'll have a 4-lane road, the massive shoulder. They will purposely cut across 3 lanes to try to hit you and run you off the road.
Yeah, that's just a couple bad apples.
No,
man.
it's the whole
people are
state.
sweet.
I would run with my
the Hoosiers.
Yeah, I'd run with my pole with a carbide tip on it. They get too close, they get it.
Did you actually have some close calls?
Every day. It's a lot of cars.
There's so many cars. It's such a bad idea.
It's a terrible idea.
By the way, what is the world record running across the United States of America?
It is 42 days, 6 hours, and 30 minutes. It's something like 72 miles a day.
Okay. And how quickly into your run did you realize I'm not going to break this record?
Day 4.
Day 4?
Yeah, call quits early.
Okay, but you're like, I'm still doing. Did you always say I'm going to still do this no matter what?
Yeah, because we're doing the run, right? The whole point of the run was I want to do it. A, B, the fundraising, and C, the awareness. The record was just kind of icing on the cake. If we can do it, great. If not, then
you're a good person because you keep saying the word we. But I don't give a shit how many people sacrificed to go on this little fucking voyage with you. You're the only one doing the work.
That's right. I had to carry the load.
So how many people did you have coming along?
I had a full-time crew of about 5.
And they're in an RV?
They're living in an RV, yep.
Did you sleep in the RV as well, or did you guys get a hotel?
No hotels. I had a Ford Transit van that I was sleeping in.
So there's 2 vehicles following you the whole time?
Typically, the RV would jump ahead for the day. They'd do shopping, laundry, maybe they'd get a shower once a week, and the transit van would stay with me and kind of just follow me along, feeding me and giving me water.
Would you shower?
Every day.
In where?
The van had a little, shower thing in it.
Garbage showers.
I thought it was great.
Look at you, just doing it. All right, how many miles a day are you running?
About 60.
60 miles a day.
Some were less. Some of them. I think my biggest day was 80 miles, and my lowest was 35.
I don't even get it. I don't get it on any level. I can't run 3 miles.
We can go right now. We can go after we talk here. I'll take you out.
I don't want to. It's just so hard. How often are you walking?
Up hills. I don't run up hills. You'll walk up them.
What was the biggest elevation changes you were doing?
We did.
Quit saying we.
It's not going to happen.
They're in a car.
That's right. I made fun of them because they weren't acclimated. They tried to go running at 7,000 feet in Flagstaff when I was up there, and they all just died because they weren't moving with me. The highest point was, I think, 9,000 or so feet in Taos, New Mexico. The most vert I did in a day was about 8,000 because we did 2 4,000-foot climbs going up to Taos in one day.
How many days did it take you to get out of L.A. just because of the traffic?
I didn't have traffic.
Where'd you
I
run?
was on foot. We did Santa Monica Pier, and then I'm still learning all the roads out here, but I think it was Foothill. Ran along Foothill, I think, and then we stopped somewhere around Fontana on the first day. Second day, we were in Palm Springs. That was the 80-mile day. And then, getting to Palm Springs, we're literally running through, the desert. There was, a sandstorm rolling through. So, you couldn't even see where you were running. You're just running through 10 feet of visibility, getting sandblasted at 50 miles an hour.
Were you wearing glasses?
I had sunglasses on. I didn't have a shirt on at that point because I'm an idiot.
Did you get sunburn?
No.
Oh, why were you an idiot for not having a shirt on? Why is that a bad move?
Heat stress.
Oh.
Yeah, so I didn't get sunburned, but that was part of the reasons we had to call the record attempt was because my body just went into total shutdown on day 3 or something.
When did it it click? You're I can go forever. Did you just not get tired?
No, you get tired, but like the best part about the sport is it's really just like an eating competition
Okay.
because you just got to keep eating. If you keep eating, you make it to the end. It's like you're not running super fast comparatively to if you were sprinting. You're just kind of chugging along. You take some walking breaks, eat a lot of food, and you just keep going.
Hold on. Your weight.
Yeah.
You started the race weighing what?
178 probably.
178. And then halfway through, what'd you the lowest amount of weight? Where were you at?
150 something or like 160.
Oh,
Low
wow.
160s, yeah.
Okay, and then by the time you finished the race at 52 days later, you weighed what?
180.
You had gained weight.
I gained all that weight back plus a little bit.
How is that possible?
Eat more food.
Okay, I want to talk about your diet because it's just horrible.
It's great for running.
It's not. I mean, there's nobody can say this is the right thing to do. You would start your day off with what? The powdered donuts.
Powdered donuts.
How
So
many would you eat of those?
those like mini powdered donuts you buy?
A sleeve?
No, like the big white bags at the grocery store.
The big white bag. I hear you.
I would eat 3 of those in the morning.
3 bags.
Yeah, 3 bags of donuts. And then like half a family size thing of golden Oreos, like inside a pancake. So I'd make pancakes with the Oreos in them. And I would eat that for about 3 hours, and then I would eat all the powdered donuts. And that was like breakfast. It was delicious.
I mean, I understand that you're burning calories, but there's better ways to get calories
How
than
would you
like
do
that.
it? Like a salad?
No, not a salad. But I just don't think those donuts are the right things to eat.
You just gotta put sugar in and burn it off right away. And that's why I was losing weight. So
Well, how did you gain weight then?
we started taking creatine about halfway through. So some of that water weight.
We weren't taking creatine.
No, they were taking creatine too. That was a team effort.
Everybody's getting
They were like
jacked.
shoving pills down my throat at night. They're like, take your vitamins. And we also started eating a lot more.
Like, what else were you eating? How much? What was a dinner like?
Well, you skipped lunch.
So what's lunch?
Yeah. Lunch was mac and cheese and steak.
That makes more sense. Pasta and steak.
Yeah. If there was a Burger King, McDonald's, I'd get a Big Mac or a single large fry and a vanilla milkshake. Pizza, half of pizza. Dunkin' Donuts, we'd get like a full dozen of glazed donuts, pop those down.
Were you eating in a civilized manner, or were you just like
Oh yeah, yeah. Pinkies were out and everything.
No, but I mean, like, were you sitting down in restaurants ever?
No, you don't have time.
I didn't think so.
No, you're like, you eat and run on the side of the road at the same time.
You were jogging and
Yeah.
eating.
It's my superpower. Iron gut.
No, it's not your superpower. How was your BMs?
BMs.
Bowel movements, your shits.
Oh yeah, Code Browns.
Is it okay? How
Code
were your
Browns.
Code Browns?
Plentiful and mixed variety.
Right. So were you having loose stools?
First one of the day, yes. Second one of the day, about 2 hours later, no. Third one around lunch, yes. And then sometime in the evening, it was back to solid. It was like take turns, alternate.
That's where I tell you your diet was off, because like better foods would have maybe stopped some of
And
that.
you still haven't said which foods though.
I don't know the answers. I would assume someone that's in this world would be like, this is what you should be eating, not 3 bags of powdered donuts every morning. Just so many donuts.
So good.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I can eat that stuff.
Yeah, sounds like you're ready to run.
What were you drinking? Were you only drinking water? Or were you drinking some gross stuff?
Water, milkshakes, melted ice cream. Like the freezer sometimes didn't work.
You loved, man.
Yeah, it's
Are
a
you
lot of it's a
are
lot
you
of easy
lactose
calories.
intolerant?
No. Well, if I am, it's too bad. I guess I'm gonna get.
Oh, I can't imagine what that would do to me if I was running. What about finding bathrooms?
There's a lot of foliage out there on the side of the road.
So you were just doing your business wherever you could?
It would depend.
Nobody had it. I mean, the RV obviously had a toilet, but they weren't next to you at all times.
I mean, the van had a toilet in it. But it was only for Code Browns. That was it. Otherwise, piss on the side of the road.
Well, sure.
Sometimes you just pop a squat in a bush because the RV, they leapfrog and you really got to go. So you just find a bush.
When you were using this portable bathroom in the van,
Yeah.
did they dispose of it
Yeah.
outside of the van immediately, or were they driving around with your shit?
I mean, it's like one of those containers where you can shit in it a bunch of times and then you eventually just empty it.
Okay, so they
So-
weren't emptying it right away.
No, they would probably empty
So
it
they were driving your
every
shit around
3 days. Yeah.
the country.
They're like my delivery drivers.
That is. I guess that's why you say we. They did a little bit of the work. What about wipes? Were you using wet wipes or just?
Wet wipes and a lot of lube.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Lube.
Oh, lube saves lives. There's no such thing as too much lube.
Just because your butt was so sore?
Well, I mean, everything just chafing. You don't like if you have any chafing, it's bad.
Were your nipples burned?
No, you tape them.
You tape them.
Yeah.
And you lost all your toenails?
I probably lost 3 on that particular run.
Were you listening to music?
All the time.
You did?
Yeah.
What kind of earbuds are you using?
Shocks. They're like the bone conductive, where it's like sits right here on your head, but it doesn't actually go in the ear.
How long is that battery lasting?
10 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you get a sponsor from them?
No.
What's going on?
That's-
What's the name of Shocks?
Shocks.
Shocks. It's almost embarrassing that I have to ask at this point, but if you don't do right by a serviceman, that alone, good God. All right, you got sponsored by shoes, but they didn't really sponsor you.
No, it was like in-kind support. I was about 20, 21, 22 pairs of shoes that we went through. Pretty much all Hoka, Bondi's, Cliftons, and Cielos.
Hokas are popular, but man, I find them hideous to look at.
Well, they got good colors. You just don't like color then.
No, I don't like the big graphics on the side. It's too much for me. Hoka, are you a sponsor of the show? Come on, hook them up. Do something for them. So far. Were you dating anybody during this?
No.
No. You have a strict no bust clause during a run?
No bust.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
Take care of yourself.
Yeah, not during the run.
The whole time?
No.
The whole 51 days?
When I got back.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Your brain's just so fried. Like all you do is you run and you immediately pass out and go to sleep.
You're never horned up on a run.
No, it's so exhausting. Like you can't even think.
How many hours a night were you sleeping?
3 to 4.
And was it like sound sleep?
No, you like wake up with like the meat sweats every couple minutes.
Because of all the meat that you were eating?
Wasn't eating that much meat. It was mostly donuts.
Steak. You steak
Yeah.
at lunch with the mac and cheese?
No, like your body you're freezing cold, but I would literally wake up like I got out of the shower just soaked in sweat every morning.
Were you worried that you weren't going to be able to finish, or?
Every day.
Would have you quit?
No. I mean, like, the answer is no. I wanted to every day, but then it's like, oh, well, I'm already using my vacation days. Like, I might as well do this. Also, it's like, I would feel bad about letting down everybody who was coming out to run, because we had, over the course of the run, we probably had close to 10,000 people come out along the way to run with us. So it's like, I don't want to let those people down.
How often were you completely alone? What percentage of the race do you think? Race, whatever we're calling this, cannonball run.
20 to 30% of it.
You were alone.
Yeah.
Okay, and the rest are just random people would run.
Random
with you.
people hop on.
Any hotties run next to you?
I couldn't remember because I was just so like focused on the ground in front of me.
Did they want to chit chat at all?
Some of them did, and it's just like, please leave me alone. Other times, if I was like in the headspace, I would have some conversation, but it wasn't very, very much.
Did anybody like, hey, let's pick up the pace a little bit here?
They probably should have.
Hey, we got a record to hit, buddy. Let's go. Not to be sexist, but who put gas in the RV's water tank?
My mom.
Uh-huh. And what happened? So she put gas in the water tank.
Yeah.
So now you can't use water ever again on that rental RV?
Well, the problem wasn't
You
like
couldn't clean it out.
we would have, but after she's always so embarrassed when I tell the story. After she had filled up the entire water tank with gas and she realized it, to get rid of it, she like opened all the faucets and showers and just ran it through all the pipes in the RV, rather than just like siphoning it out and like throwing some dish soap in there.
In fairness, siphoning's hard.
It is.
But the
Yeah.
fact that she had gasoline coming out the shower.
Yeah, and so like Rob came back into the RV and he's like, yeah, I don't think this thing's supposed to smell like gasoline. And she's got like towels hanging up soaked in gas and everything. So it was like literally a driving bomb at that point.
When did she realize that she was putting gas into the wrong spot?
After she filled it.
I mean, that's a pretty good one to hold over your mother's head for the rest of her life. Like, as far as like, oh, cool mom things to do. That's a good one. How much money did you raise?
A little over $600K.
How much did you pocket?
Negative $150,000. It costs a lot.
You went in the hole?
Oh yeah.
Like, you're on the hook for $150,000?
I was. It's paid.
How'd you pay? Oh my goodness, that is awful. How much did you want? You wanted to raise what? $1 million?
$1 million was the goal. Yep.
If you would have raised $1 million, would have you pocketed money then?
No, I still would have lost money.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Nuts. Wait, was it because of the RV? Did you buy this RV?
No, we destroyed that RV. Didn't get my security deposit back. The
Oh, you rented it?
Yeah, the insurance is always worth it for an RV.
Oh, and they covered all the stuff that you guys did to
Yeah,
it?
I paid two $1,500 deductibles for probably about $50,000 worth of damage.
What did you guys do? Why were you guys so mean to their RV?
The generator blew up. My mom put gas in the water tank, and my crew chief crashed it into a concrete pillar in a parking lot.
It's because they were like looking at you jogging the whole time?
He was asleep.
Oh.
And he was trying to park in a parking lot, and he was super sleepy, and he crashed into a pole. He also ran it into a ditch in Indiana and like completely blew up the drivetrain underneath.
And what do they, when these mishaps happen, are you like jogging in place waiting for them to fix shit, or do you just go on ahead?
You just keep going. I mean, that's why we had two vehicles.
You're smart.
They'll figure
That's
it. They'll
smart.
figure it out. That's their problem.
And they always got to the next spot?
Yep. They did lose me in Prescott, and I had to call them.
Where is Prescott?
Arizona, like just south of Flagstaff.
The van wasn't next to you at all times?
No, there was a lot of times they would just leapfrog me. Mm-hmm. So
I guess they can't driving that'd be so horrible to drive that slow at all times.
usually I run on the left side of the road, but because of the bank, it would like mess up your hip. So you got to switch sides to balance everything out. And so when I'm running on the right side of the road, they would drive behind me at like 5-6 miles an hour.
I couldn't help but notice a lot of vandalism on your journey. Is it legal to randomly spray paint your milestones on the sidewalk?
Debatable.
Did you guys clean that up or no?
No, it's still there. Somebody sent me a picture on Instagram the other day. They're like, "Hey, your marker's still here."
Ah, that's pretty good. Who the hell was the guy in your documentary that runs with the motorcycle helmet on?
Dead Scout. He's a LA local. That's his thing. Runs with the helmet on. In all black. He's done the Transcon by himself 4 times now.
With a helmet on?
Yeah, he's a psycho. In the middle of the desert, he'll run like that too.
Do you actually get runner's high?
Yeah.
You do? All right. I've never experienced it. Have you ever tried real drugs?
Not for another 2 days.
Oh, that's right. Well, I've never been a drug person, but I've also never been, an exercise till I die person either. I'm not even sure if you actually asked a respected doctor what's worse for your body, doing heroin or what you do. Heroin might be healthier.
There's only one way to find out.
We got to do heroin. All right.
Good to have you back on.
I mean, honestly, it's not healthy, right? To run that far?
Why not?
Well, I mean, honest, it's bad. Are your knee like you?
No, my knees are perfectly fine. Your glutes and like the whole posterior chain will start to get messed up. So that's why you have to like change shoes or change how you're running. But
I mean, you were talking about the hips thing with the sides of the
Yeah.
roads. Like that's all.
like that was
real.
definitely a pain. But eventually, like it went away after we kind of like rehabbed it a bit.
It's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's good stuff. Has anyone ever been more excited to enter the state of New Jersey than you were on day 50?
I don't think anybody's excited to enter the
Oh.
state of New Jersey.
Were you so happy to be finished?
When I saw my first sign for New York City in Jersey, I was like, "Oh, New York City this way." I was the happiest person alive.
Yeah.
It was like, we are done, thank God.
You finished in Times Square?
Yes.
Police escort getting you into the city? It's impressive. And how long did it take?
51 days, 3 hours, and so many minutes.
Were you late to work?
I almost was
Did you? How fast did you have to go back to work?
right away because you can only take so many vacation days at once. The maximum is 60 at once. So I had all these days. And so I planned 50 because we're like, oh, let's try to get the record. And then we realized, oh man, we're not going to make it in time. So I texted my boss and finally got them to approve an extra 10 days, but that's all they could do. So it's like, you have to get it done by this day because I have to go back to work.
What'd you eat when you were in New York City?
Canes, Raising Canes. That's about it.
Right.
Some chicken tendies and fries.
Listen, you're not going to mess up. If it ain't broke,
Don't fix it.
that's right. How do you even begin to plan something like this?
You get your friend to make the route for you. You just tell your friends to do it for you, most of the stuff. Once you get the route planned, it's pretty easy.
But you were, as an ultra runner, is this like something that people talk about? Like, oh, you ever going to run coast to coast?
It's becoming more popular. The charity that it was done with, Team Red, White, and Blue, they just did another version of it. They took 12 veterans and they carried a single flag from San Diego to DC. I think they finished yesterday or 2 days ago. And they never stopped moving the flag. I think they averaged like a 7:45 pace. They would trade off like every 30 minutes for 2 weeks or 3 weeks straight. So they just raised another like 600K plus for that. But there's so many ways to do it. There's so many routes to take. People do San Francisco to New York, LA to New York. So there's just so many ways to do it. The hardest part is getting the route figured out.
I want to do Key West to Bellingham, Washington. How many miles is that? That's got to be over 5,000 is my guess. My guess is 5,211.
I'm going to say it's less. Say it's 4,000.
3,500.
3,500, that's it? Man, I was way off. Are we ever thinking about running around the planet? And you have to swim whatever gaps you have to swim.
We could, but
You want to swim across the ocean? How about that?
we're gonna need the sponsors. I'm not paying for that one.
No, you're not coming out of pocket ever again.
No, sir.
Okay, as long as I'm in charge of this.
You're the new manager.
Well, I'm not the manager because I don't want to even take a cut of anything. I'm more the idea guy, and then I get people to make sure they pay for it. All right, what do we want them to do? You could just do a fun swim to Cuba just to show people how it's done. 90 miles? Yeah. Is that an easy swim for you?
Probably not, but it's worth a shot.
We'll have your mom in a boat next to you. Oh man, the fact that she just turned on all the faucets is just so perfect. All right, everybody's on the show gets a gift. It's just stuff around my house that I don't need. This gift though, I was like, oh man, this is perfect for Paul. A massage table.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. That's what I needed.
Yeah, I figure if anybody deserves to be treated.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Does it come with a massage therapist?
I can get you a session.
All right.
My guy's is Ukrainian.
That's good.
He's
probably knows what he's doing.
Oh, he did. In fairness, he's never rubbed me. He just does my wife. Her back always needs to be aligned. He's a chiropractor too, so he's a little more legit. I like massages just to fall asleep. I don't want to. You
don't want man hands all over you?
No, I don't like man hands on me. Okay, that is true. Also, it is true. I don't like man, but I'm not. That's not what I want to get into. I don't like to feel pain.
They can be gentle.
This is what they say to you as they're over. I can be gentle. You're like, By the way, Paul may be the first guest that I've ever had that I didn't have to say, "Get this off my desk." Tell me about the days after finishing the run. Like, did you sleep for a week? How did it?
I slept for a day, and then I was pretty much back to normal. Like the second day, I was like back to normal.
How soon after you finished this race did you run again?
2 days later.
How far did you go?
A mile. Warm up.
Would you ever try it again?
No.
But you've done other races.
Yeah.
Like other massive ultra marathons. Yep. What was the one over in Europe, in the French Alps?
That was UTMB, Ultra Trail du Mont Blanc, some French words.
It was beautiful.
It's gorgeous. I've done that twice now. It's 100 miles trails around the France, Italy, Switzerland, back into France. It's gorgeous.
Do you have to be invited?
You either have to qualify to get direct entry or you enter a lottery.
And how did you get into it?
I qualified. My first 100-mile race was in Auburn, California. And so I placed, I think, 21st or 22nd overall. And I guess within my age group, I got automatic qualification for the French race for 2 years.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, their foods aren't great. They just have a bunch of pasta, which was good, but no donuts.
Yeah, no, most people, when you think of Italy and France, you don't think of good food. Paul, you gotta change your diet. Would you ever do a run in like Antarctica?
Already did.
You did?
Yeah.
When did you do Antarctica?
November this past year.
How was it?
Cold.
Was it enjoyable?
No. It was exactly what it sounds like. It's Antarctica.
I've wanted to go to Antarctica.
Yeah.
I've never been.
I would go back, but not to run, because we did 100 miles down there, and we set the new record for that. So.
Did anybody else run with you, or did you run by yourself?
Well, this one was a we, because Rob was with me. Yeah.
So just two of you ran?
It was part of like an organized race, but we were the only ones that were actually doing 100 miles. Everyone else was doing like a marathon or 100K.
What kind of shoes were you wearing to run in Antarctica?
They're like Salomons. They have like a zipper on the front. They go up like mid-calf, and they have like little nano spikes on the bottom for grip. A lot of trench foot because they're just not breathable.
What about desert runs? Are you into those or not?
I hate deserts. Hate them.
It's tough, right?
Yeah. Never doing a desert race probably ever. Well, I have, but that's why I'm not doing them again.
I watched a thing on Bear Grylls' his team that films him when he does these like survival shows, and they all like are furious when it's desert hot because they're like they'd much rather be in frozen tundras because when they're in desert, it's just a matter of time. One by one, they will all pass out.
Yep.
It's just like they just drop. Yeah, you can't. The heat wins every time.
Yep.
Have you ever considered running the Barkley marathons?
No. I'll go watch, like tailgate it, but I'm not running it.
Did you hear about this year? No one finished?
Nobody. Well, it's because too many people,
Because
two or three people finished last year.
No, it's because one woman finished last
Wow.
year. And they were like, fuck this.
Laz said no way.
Yep. That's what happened.
Yeah.
They made it impossible.
The Barclays is just a scheme for him to get whatever T-shirts or cigarettes he needs for the year. That's the entry fee.
I bet you could. You don't think you could do it?
I could do it. I don't know if I'd finish it.
I mean, the whole being able to, it seems very frustrating. I don't like that element of the race of like, oh, I didn't, use my compass right, and now I'm not where I'm supposed to be. This is very disheartening.
Bushwhacking the whole way.
Do you want this to be your job or no?
I like doing it for fun. Like, I don't want it to be my job. So, like, I don't know when I'm going to do it, but sometime this summer I'm going to go on a cruise ship and run 100 miles on the cruise ship just because I can. And then I'll, chill out on the cruise ship the rest of the time.
That's going to be annoying if you're on that cruise seeing this guy just
Yeah.
all day long doing laps.
They're going to hate me.
I can think of better places to run. Where are you planning on living after you retire from the Navy?
Inland Empire, so about 2 hours east.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Rancho Cucamonga area.
Okay. Like you're going to be a Southern California person.
Yes, I am.
Is that good or bad? Are you looking forward to it?
I mean...
Are you looking forward to civilian life?
Yes. I can just go wherever I want without having to tell anybody or get approved to go. Like, just drive out here, hang out all day. I'm going to go for a run after this.
Do you like to run on the beach?
Beach, trail, road, doesn't really matter.
Okay. I mean, there's good trails here.
Yeah, that's what I was looking up.
I know some trails. I don't run on them. I just walk and then yell at my kids.
Yeah.
Like, don't touch that. All right, Paul. Well, thank you for being on the show. I look forward to you enjoying civilian life here in Southern California. And if I see you on the freeway, I'm not going to get too close to you. I'm going to go over. I'm going to make sure everyone around me knows. Let's move over. He's got a poker.
Yeah.
Do you always run with a poker still?
No. I haven't experienced these roads. I've just done the trails so far here, so no roads yet.
That's good. Stay on the trails. All right, Paul. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Tosh Show.
Well, thanks, Paul. Now, I'm told there is some rumblings in the community that are questioning the validity of his run. Something about him not releasing all of his geo-tracker. I don't understand it, but I want you to know, if he didn't run every step of the United States of America, I don't care.
It's like you run one state, we're good. That seems fine.
Yeah, pick a state.
Maine.
Fuck, you gonna run across Maine? There's so many bears and random things. That's impressive. Now, you can run around anything. A track.
It's like,
I'm like, whoa, you did a whole track? That's a quarter of a mile.
got our respect.
You run around Dutton's property. That's impressive.
You speaking about John Dutton?
John fucking Dutton. Now, there's no distance that I won't be impressed with. My wife, we're going on a little trip, and she's going to be in a bathing suit. And she goes, oh, I gotta get in shape. And I go, we're leaving in 2 days. And she's like, that's all it'll take. I'm like, and I said, and I know this is wrong. I said, oh, that ship has sailed, where you can get in your body that you want in 2 days. That doesn't make any sense. And then she got mad at me, and then she just like took off and started running. She's like not eating, and she's just running constantly.
Do you feel like you're motivating her?
I don't know. I don't care. She's not in the house. She's just toning up in 2 days. And then I go, then what are you going to do? She goes, then you're just going to eat like a monster while we're gone? She's like, yeah.
I'm going to do it.
Good for you.
I'm going to tone up in 4 days.
You got a 4-day tone up?
Give me 4 days.
Yeah, you're talking about, it's like 7-minute abs.
I'm going to do it.
Eddie's got 7-minute abs. He can do it. Eddie's got world-class calves. All right. Well, what's our plugs? We got our tours. Eddie and I going on tour. We're seeing this great country and a lot of shows in America, too. Check out toshshowstore.com. Get some cool merch that I will sign if I see you in public and you want me to sign it, but you got to take it off.
Right there.
Okay? And then you got to have a nice piece of sanded plywood that you put it on.
Right. And probably a Sharpie.
You definitely have to have a Sharpie, and not blue. I won't use blue.
Right.
Because blue is what the counterfeiters like to steal your name or something. I don't know. Somebody told me something once about that, and I thought I listened. How you doing, Carl? Should we tell people the horrible thing that happened the other day at the house?
Oh, no.
You guys want to hear this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The other day, Carl and I are just doing what we do, going around the property, seeing if anything is out of order. Lo and behold, here comes Potato, our beautiful 50-pound pig. And in his mouth, what was in his mouth, Carl? Was a freshly killed rabbit.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, he's been eating it. I don't know how I know he didn't kill it. It was either killed by some poison or something else or old age. I don't know. Do rabbits die of old age? I don't think they do.
Live forever.
No, I think they automatically get eaten by a coyote or something. But anyway,
Never make it. Okay.
so he's carrying this disgusting, it's a new kill, and he's running toward the house, and I'm like, oh, and I'm yelling at Amanda. I'm like, Amanda, get the fucking rabbit out of his mouth. And she's grossed out, but she's like a farm girl,
Yeah.
so she's trying to chase him, and I'm like, get it out of his mouth. And it's just awful. I'm filming the whole thing. I got my camera out because I'm just laughing, and I'm like, oh, eventually I throw a rock at him. That's what I had to do. I threw a rock at the pig, and he dropped the fucking rabbit. I didn't hit him, but just I threw a rock near him. He dropped the rabbit, and then she washed his mouth and stuff, and
So gross, man.
I'm living in fucking filth. It's one thing if you leave these animals outside, but they sleep in my house
that's
every
the
night.
thing, man.
Just eating dead rabbits, running around with their carcass hanging from their body. That's disgusting. Anyway, now it's time for our free plug. Go ahead and hit the free plug music. Oh, that music would have paired nicely with my pig running around with a rabbit in his mouth. Sounds like that kind of music. Benny Hill shit. All right. This week's free plug is for Daniel's Western Meat Packers, Inc. Okay. Also known as Daniel's Meat. I saw this truck the other day, and I took a photo of it because it's a big truck in front of me. Just said Daniel's Meat. It's a family-owned business since it began as a small butcher shop in Pico Rivera. Daniel's has grown into one of the largest purveyors of quality meat in Southern California. Their facility employs experienced butchers, and nothing goes out the door without being tested by an in-house safety and quality control management team. What do you talk? What do you test the meat? All right. Despite the name Daniel's Meat, they don't just sell meat. They've got everything from Wagyu beef to poultry, seafood, lamb, and a world-class assortment of cheeses.
Okay.
Daniel's Meat has cheese. These people are going to make a hell of a sandwich. They've been a wholesaler for decades, but are now also open to the public for pickups on Wednesday. Just remember to order 24 hours in advance. The company that's small enough to know you, large enough to serve you. Show up, and they will slide Daniel's Meats to you through a nondescript hole in a wall. Okay, they're not. That's a joke. Eddie wrote that. That's a joke. They're not shoving their meats through a hole in the wall.
This is how I heal.
For more information, check out their website at danielsmeat.com. That's danielsmeat.com. See you next week.
Tosh Show.
Tosh Show.